What's going on, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and this is just the second half of the Texas Tech-Oklahoma game where we're taking a look at Kristian Doolittle, and let's get right into it. So remember, he's going to be number 21 in the white, and he had a pretty quiet first half offensively. He made a few shots, but this second half will be a lot more lively on the offensive end. So again, he's going to start off guarding Kevin McCullough, which we saw a lot of in the first half, but again, he can also guard TJ Holyfield. He's also guarded, I want to say Kyler Edwards for maybe a possession or two, Chris Clark. So again, I do think he's a little bit more versatile than people tend to let on. I mean, he was seen as this kind of like the 6'7" center / power forward, but I think he really got a lot quicker and a lot more just like well-rounded throughout his 4 years at Oklahoma. So it should be an interesting transition for him into the NBA, because I do think he has been working on those NBA needed skills like shooting, handling the ball, things like that. So, and he also had some pretty good passes in the first half. That's something I failed to really see before watching this game, was that, this guy does know like where to go with the ball. Let's see what he does here. But again, he made some really solid passes. I'm not really sure how much he'll be utilized in that regard, but I think that's definitely in his game. Probably needs a little bit more fine tuning, but I do think there is a legitimate thing to be worked with there. So again, good job switching on to Holyfield. Yeah, here we go. Good job helping. We're going to get a foul call. I want to see if they show this Brady Manic replay really quick. Nope, never mind. It's just Jeremiah Ramsey. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go. So again, another really nice pass from Doolittle right there, and then Manic to the dunk. Again, just kind of knowing where the ball should go, things like that, and we saw Doolittle right there do that very well. So, no foul call there. Doolittle doesn't really have great end-to-end speed. Again, you can see him kind of jogging up the court. I wonder if conditioning is a little bit of an issue, but overall, I think he moves his feet pretty well in the half-court settings. And see what he does here. He's going to get the ball in the post. Again, looking for that back door. I think that's Jamal Bieniemy. And again, just kind of loosey-goosey with the ball right there. Got it stripped from him. And again, kind of like a jog back. Probably could hustle a little bit little bit more, I'd say. But, again, a lot of this stuff for him is a work in progress. So, again, I think he's pretty far from a finished product, especially offensively. And again, really good screen set right there. He's going to roll and then get into the post, and he's going to draw a nice foul on McCullough, I believe. And here he goes. So now he's being guarded by Doolittle, by Holyfield. Now he's switched back on by Kyler Edwards. And here he is. There he goes. Recognizes the mismatch, bodies Kyler Edwards. Let's see what he does here. So again, nice dribble, and he's going to knock down that shot. Again, that's what he really needs to start doing more of. If he can just operate out of that mid-post area and then just kind of just take one dribble to either side and rise and fire like he just did right there, I think that'll be really, really key for his NBA chances. And he did a really nice job with that shot. And again, he only has 6 points right now. He finishes with 19, so just keep that in mind. He'll have a pretty big second half. And there's Manic. Nice little lay-in. And so again, now he's guarding Chris Clark. So again, one of these like wings, these versatile wings for Texas Tech. And again, kind of just playing center fielder in the middle of the lane. And again, you can see he's kind of like the last guy off the floor again. And again, there definitely is a part of that where Oklahoma wants him to trail as he knocks in that little floater. But I'd like to see him just like kind of like hustle a little bit faster up the floor occasionally. I think he falls too much in love with that, just that trailing aspect, things like that. I'd like to see him run towards the rim a little bit faster. He also has that face mask on. I'm not sure what he did in the previous game or previous two games, but yeah, good job getting that rebound. And again, that's a nice little one-handed pass just to advance the ball up the floor. Again, he's not going to be a guy who can just rip it and run. I don't think, but in terms of just keeping his head up and just kind of finding open players, I think that's something he's very capable of. Again, here he's going to set a ball screen, another really solid screen set. I love the wide base he gets on his screen, and he actually sets him. He doesn't really look to slip until that he makes contact with that defender, which I think a lot of people do that a fair amount too often. Instead of setting the screen, they just kind of look for their own slip. And sometimes that's by design. I mean, like with Obi Toppin, like he can set good screens, but mainly he'll just slip it, right? And he'll just immediately run to the rim because he's just that vertical threat. Good job by Doolittle right there, just kind of taking both the shot and the pass away. That was really good positioning from Doolittle in a 1-on-2 situation. But, so like I like that Doolittle kind of just sets hard screens, and he's willing to just kind of like make contact and then look for his own offense. And there's Manic getting that lay-in. So again, Doolittle in the post guarding Chris Clark. And again, he's only 6'7", so obviously I don't really know if he can be guarding fives. I mean, maybe if you get him to be like a Jay Crowder type where he can just kind of get really like built physically and just, make him just kind of just like one of these like bulldog type of defenders, I think maybe he has a chance at doing that. And I think that maybe might be less of a transition for him just because of the overall role he played at Oklahoma. He's going to be out right here for a little bit, so I'll skip ahead. But, I do think his best spot to succeed is probably on the wing, if I had to guess. Here he is back in. Got that inbounds pass, and now he's being guarded by TJ Holyfield. We got a charge right here, I believe. And here we go. Yep. So it's a Doolittle now on Holyfield. Maybe you like to see him a little bit more active, but good job fighting for that rebound. Got knocked to the floor, and they got a foul call. So we'll skip this. And here we go. So again, a little motion set for Oklahoma. And now they have Doolittle popping out. And again, that's the role reversal we saw. So with Manic in, they'll have Manic kind of pop out while Doolittle kind of roams in the paint. But then once they put this number 52 guy in, like Doolittle can do a lot more offensively right there. Probably a forced rush shot, but shot clock going down. Can't really blame him for that. But when I have this number 52 in for Oklahoma, his name escapes me at the moment, but then Doolittle kind of frees him up to do a little bit more offensively in terms of moving without the basketball, taking some outside perimeter-oriented shots, things like that. We got Texas Tech ball right here. And here we go. McCullough's going to throw it in. Just kind of monitoring, kind of just camping out in the lane, taking advantage of that. No defensive three in the key rule that the NBA does have. And that we're going to get a charge right here. And I believe he's out for a little bit longer at some point. I think in like the next minute. But then he's in for the rest of the game. And here we go. Doolittle kind of just camping in the paint. Would like to see him get at least somewhat of a shot contest up there. Again, just kind of was staying flat-footed a little bit. And we're going to get a offensive foul. Not really sure about that call, but alas, I believe Doolittle's out here for about 8 minutes of YouTube time, so I will skip ahead to 108.49 when he comes back in. So we got the final 10 minutes, 9.5 minutes of this game, and yeah, he's going to be in the remainder of the game, so he'll do a lot of his scoring in this section of the video. We got another some issue. Here we go. Okay. Now I don't know what the deal was with that, but whatever. Oh my. What are they doing? Okay, there we go. So again, here's Doolittle operating in the post. Again, nice little turnaround fadeaway jump shot from the free throw line area, and he knocked that down. And again, his jump shot, his release, his form, everything got really smooth, or at least way smoother throughout the course of his career at Oklahoma. So now he's pretty comfortable taking those little turnaround mid-range jumpers. And again, I think that's going to be crucial for his NBA game. And we saw that right there. That was a really nice play. And so again, with Manek now, so now Doolittle's actually on the perimeter. Manek's working down low. No cigar there. But again, you see I'm not really sure if it's a conditioning issue or if it's just something, but he just always seems to be the last guy up the floor on both ends. And so I think he really needs to work on just either the conditioning or just getting better straight line speed. I think would really help him out a ton. Here he's on the perimeter. Oklahoma's just going to switch that ball screen. You can see now he's kind of banging with the bigger guys down low. I want to see if they maybe target him, but yeah, that's pretty good. Got caught ball watching a little bit right there, but I do like the initial contact he made with that Texas Tech big guy. I think that's Russell Chewa, but yeah, just a really solid play, just getting low, using that wide base to really just kind of bother. Again, I think that's Chewa for Oklahoma, or for Texas Tech. Yeah, Russell Chewa for Texas Tech. So and we got a timeout right here. My guess is that this will be the media timeout as well. And here we go. There's Mario Chalmers I saw. So that's 2007 Big 12 champs. It was a year before they won it all, I believe. Yeah, because Mario Chalmers hit that shot against Memphis with Derrick Rose and Chris Douglas Roberts. That was a fun year. Yeah, shot clock violation right here. Doolittle not really involved in the offense on that play. Oh yes, Ali Farokmanesh. Yes, the Northern Iowa hero. Okay, so that's what they're doing. They're just doing it based on like these arenas. Oh, Texas A&M. Damn, that was a fun game too. Regardless, Texas Tech just got in and won. I will skip this free throw, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure why this game was being played in Oklahoma City as opposed to... Looks like Oklahoma would have been the home team as opposed to Norman, but regardless, not important for this video's purpose, I'd say. Okay, so Doolittle right now was being guarded by a bigger guy, and now they got the switch they wanted. Good job by Doolittle just kind of like helping out getting that switch. And again, really nice pass to Manek. There's some of that passing. Haven't really seen a whole lot of it in the second half, but in the first half, he really had a lot of really nice passes. And right there, he just continued that trend. And again, that was a really, really nice cross-court pass way to just keep his head on a swivel, things like that. And again, they're looking for Doolittle again. Let's see what he does here. So again, he's going to pull up that mid-range jump shot. Water. Really nice shot again from Doolittle. Again, he's really comfortable just coming off that one dribble little pull-up jumper. And again, I think that's huge for his just overall development. If he can really expand that out into the three-point line, because right now he's more of a catch-and-shoot guy from three, I think that can be a really valuable asset to have. And again, he has the foundations that are there, so I think that's a pretty key indicator of where he's at. And he also shot, like, I want to say, 80% from the free throw line. So, I mean, the guy has a decent stroke to him. So again, Doolittle in the paint again. Good job heading on a swivel. And that's going to be a charge. Yep. Good job from Doolittle just being positionally aware in the right position defensively. And again, just kind of roaming that paint area as Oklahoma instructs him to do. Manek ultimately draws a charge, but Doolittle does a nice job kind of just anchoring everything there. And here you go. So now Jemias Ramsey is guarding Kristian Doolittle, and the size difference, considering their positions, is pretty alarming, I'd say. But regardless, that's why people like Jemias Ramsey a lot. I've seen some guys with Jemias Ramsey in like the top... I don't even know, the top... And this is number 24 shooting zone. Top 15 player. I have him in my like top 40, but I'm not really super high on him. But again, people really like just that overall athletic upside that he does bring to the table. And so here we go. Final 6 minutes, 15 seconds here. Again, Doolittle's going to get the ball on the wing. Let's see what he does. No, nothing really going on. Texas Tech kind of extended their defense a little bit, so not much really to be had in transition on that particular instance. And it's going to be a Oklahoma turnover. Jump ball. It's got to be a jump ball, right? Yeah. And it's going to be, Texas Tech ball. And so again, he's just kind of roaming in the paint again. This time he's out on Avery Benson. And so again, you do kind of see just the overall defensive versatility that he does bring, I think. Maybe not the quickest feet. You can see the handles a little bit. Yeah, he got bailed out with that foul call. He's going to go to the line and shoot some free throws, but definitely got bailed out. He definitely did not know what to do there. We'll watch it again right here. So again, he just kind of panics, takes some unnecessary dribbles. So with his dribble, look at how he just doesn't go anywhere, right? So he's just going to stay here, and then he's just kind of just in that coffin corner. And yeah, he got bailed out with that foul call. We'll see. We'll watch him shoot free throws right here. But again, just being able to just kind of go somewhere with your dribble. I think that's why he's probably better at just those one dribble pull-ups as opposed to just kind of just like attacking from the perimeter into the lane, because he doesn't really have that in his game yet, and that's why I don't really see him as like this like guy who can just like grab the ball off the glass and then go and lead a fast break. He's gonna miss that free throw there. And again, he was an 84% free throw shooter at this point in the season, but he finished around 80%. And again, he's a pretty good standstill passer, so it's not like it's a vision issue. It's just like a ball handling issue, and just kind of just like, I'd say just, he just doesn't really get a lot of bend in his waist when he's dribbling the ball, things like that. Just a lot of technical issues that I think can be resolved, but I don't think he'll ever be this like world-class ball handler or even just like a above-average ball handler. So I'm not really buying him as some guy who can just like put it on the floor, things like that. But I think just in terms of just like a guy who could just like spot up from the corner and shoot threes, maybe initiate some like good looks from the high post, things like that. I think you can expect that out of Doolittle. And here we go. We got a 3 for McCullough. He's going to knock that one down. And again, now it's a 10-point game with 4.5 left. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my window's going bananas because it's windy outside, so then the curtain for the window just goes crazy. But regardless. So again, Texas Tech is kind of putting on this press. And there's Doolittle again, a little bit indecisive, but again, just good job taking advantage of the space that the defense was giving him with a nice little right-handed floater. But again, just a little bit indecisive. He was kind of just surprised to be that open. There we go. That's a really nice job, just kind of staying vertical. Again, doesn't have to jump, doesn't buy the shot fake, things like that, but just uses his strength and length to just kind of, challenge that shot. And ultimately it forces a turnover. And here's Doolittle out on the perimeter. And so they're trapping, and again, he's a little bit just frazzled whenever that comes up, but we got a foul right here, so a little bit of free throws right here, and immediate timeout, so. Again, here's Doolittle bringing the ball up the floor, and again, just doesn't really go anywhere with his dribble. Doesn't really seem that eager to get any shots on the floor either. So, that's what he does here again. Just kind of just getting swamped defensively. 3 guys are on him. It's kind of a shit show right there. We got another foul right here. So again, here we go. Here's Doolittle guarding Kevin McCullough. And again, that was Kyler Edwards, and he just kind of lost the ball. Doolittle didn't really have to do a whole lot there. And again, you didn't see him really just kind of get up in the grill, but he's just kind of just a contained type of defender. And again, that's fine. That's totally reasonable to expect in the NBA. So again, no issues really with that. Can do it in the post. Let's see what he does here. Good job getting that rebound. Let's see what he does. Yep. garbage man right there. And again, that's what he does bring. He does kind of go after offensive rebounds pretty well. Again, he's not afraid of using his body to kind of just check guys. And yeah, that was a pretty good play from Doolittle. And yeah, I think he got that steal too, and I think they got the basket as well. So good sequence from Kristian Doolittle right there. Got hung up on that little off-ball screen a little bit right there. It's a nice backdoor pass and good finish by Terrence Shannon. He didn't really play a whole lot today, did he? But again, so here's Doolittle bringing the ball up the floor. Let's see what he does. Yeah, again, not really super excited to be dribbling the ball. And again, just kind of getting swamped. Good job just moving the ball around, even though he looks a little bit just confused. And right here, he's going to draw a foul. And we'll watch him shoot these free throws. So again, 0 of 1 tonight. Let's see what he does. First one's a miss. And again, not the greatest free throw shooting game for him, but he did have a pretty solid impact. 19 and 7 tonight, compared to like 16 and 9 for the season. Let's see what he does here. Again, good job boxing out. Made shot, but I like that he didn't really go look towards the basket initially. He did that a few times in this game. But, good job just being disciplined there. Good cut, go to where the players aren't, and nice little lay-in right there. That was a nice play. And good job being in the right position. Again, couldn't really hang on to the ball, but didn't complete the process of the catches, they would say in the NFL. But, he still managed to get the ball back for his team. And we got a 3-point attempt right here. And yeah, so I don't know why they're just like, yeah, get the ball to Kristian Doolittle and get out of the way. I don't know what this... I get it's garbage time, but it's still kind of funny that Austin Reeves is kind of just like the guy who's just like, yeah, just get it to Doolittle, let him bring the ball up the floor. But, this game's pretty much over, so. Let's see what he does here. Let's see if he goes and attacks. Again, so he's going to draw the double. He's going to, that was just gross. And again, not really a great off-the-dribble three-point shooter yet. I think he probably can expand his range. But, yeah, and then with that, the rest of it is just Texas Tech shooting free throws and Oklahoma dribbling out the clock. So I'm going to stop the game here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Doolittle obviously is an intriguing project just because he played a lot of 5 at 6'7". The three-point shot is improving. I think he's probably like around a second round to undrafted type of guy. I have him in my top 60, but I can totally understand why people don't. But yeah, I think he was a fun project to take a look at. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Oh, and also, so on my Instagram right now, at @bdouglas_6, there is a story where you can submit questions, any draft-related questions. I'm going to try and get a mailbag video out later this week. And if you want to just to put a question in the comments, that's also fine too. I'll just look at all of that. So yeah, but other than that, some exciting videos coming up on the way. The sleepers video should be around the corner. Hopefully, there's going to be 1 or 2 more team needs videos. And then soon enough, like the big board videos will start coming. So again, I'm going to do top 100 guys, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, so on and so forth. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next video.